Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first ever English debate for purposive communication with the motion, should abortion be legally recognized in the Philippines? So, on my right side, acting as affirmative team for this debate is the team pro-choice with Miss Jasmine Emerald Plaza as the first speaker and Miss Angelique Bungabong as the second speaker. So then, on my left side, acting as negative team for the debate is the team pro-life with Miss Jessen Mabandos as the first speaker and Mr. Tom Jan Pomoy as the second speaker. So, first, starting off with Miss Jasmine Emerald Plaza. Jasmine, you have 2 minutes to argue your stand on why should abortion be legally recognized in the Philippines.
Abortion should be legal but discouraged. Legal simply because it is a choice, and what goes inside your body is yours. But discouraged because there are other more effective ways to prevent pregnancy than abortion, like contraception. As a woman, we wanted our choices to be respected. A woman's right to choose abortion is a fundamental right. Abortion is about allowing women the right to make choices about when they want to have child in relation to their age, financial stability, and relationship stability. It is not the place of government to legislate against women choices. Each year, 4.7 to 13.2% of maternal deaths can be attributed to unsafe abortion. In developed regions, it is estimated that 30 women die for every 100,000 unsafe abortion. In developing regions, that the number rises to 220 deaths per 100,000 unsafe abortion. Estimates from 2012 indicate that in developing countries alone, 7 million women per year were treated in hospital facilities for complication of unsafe abortion.
Um, so, the first negative speaker, you have 1 minute to cross-examine Miss Jasmine Plaza.
If fetus is an innocent being, then is it ever acceptable to terminate that life?
A fetus is not legally or scientifically a person or human being. So abortion cannot be equated to murder or taking a life, since the fetus is not a person nor a life. A fetus is like a brain dead person with no self-awareness or consciousness, so it is basically dead.
But can be legalized in the Philippines.
Yes, abortion should remain a legal option for women because the government has no right to interfere with a woman's body. Illegal abortions result in far more fatalities. Many unwanted pregnancies result in economic deprivation and an ongoing cycle of poverty and despair. But most importantly, there is no conclusive evidence or argument that a fetus is equal to a human being and therefore has equal rights.
So, Miss Jessen Mabandos, you have 2 minutes to rebut Jasmine and argue why abortion should not be legally recognized in the Philippines.
Abortion should not be legalized because it is the taking of a human life. Abortion causes psychological damage to women who choose to abort their babies. Abortion can also lead to a serious health complication, and in some cases, the worst case scenario can be death. According to LifeSite News, abortion is a defining human rights issue of our time. Everyone stands up for their own human rights, but when it comes to abortion, no one stands up for the baby's rights. Abortion is one of the biggest human right abuse. This is because just like anyone else, a baby has the right to live and has the same right as everyone else. No one should take those rights away from them. All children are innocent from anything. They do not know anything. They are really innocent babies.
So, Miss Jasmine Plaza, you have 1 minute to cross-examine Miss Jason Mabandos.
So, why should abortion illegalized in the Philippines?
Why should abortion not legalized in the Philippines? First, it's against the Constitution. Second, it's against the law of God. The 1987 Constitution states provides that the states shall equally protect the life of the mother and the life of the unborn from conception. The New York-based Center for Reproductive Rights has recorded half a million Filipino women yearly in those illegal abortion, 1,000 women die and 90,000 hospitalized due to complication from unsafe abortion. As the number increasing, do you think abortion should be legalized in the Philippines?
Abortion moral or
Abortion is not just immoral, it's very wrong. The Article 2 of the 1987 recognizes the sanctity of family life and will protect and strengthen the family as the basic autonomous social institution. It's wrong to kill, and we can never justify killing of anyone, especially the most innocent of lives. Billions of babies have been killed, and if we legalize abortion, more than billions of babies will be killed as well.
So, second affirmative speaker, Miss Angelique Bungabong, you have 2 minutes to justify for the legalization of abortion in the Philippines.
The fact is, abortion is an essential component of women's health care. Like all medical matters, decisions regarding abortion should be made by patients in consultations with their healthcare providers and without undue interference by outside parties. Like all patients, women obtaining abortion are entitled to privacy, dignity, respect, and support. Many factors influence or necessitate a woman's decision to have an abortion. They include but are not limited to contraceptive failure, barriers to contraceptive use and access, rape, incest, intimate partner violence, fetal anomalies, illness during pregnancy, and exposure to teratogenic medications. Pregnancy complications, including placental abruption, bleeding placenta previa, preeclampsia or eclampsia, and cardiac or renal conditions may be so severe that abortion is the only measure to prevent a woman's healthy or to preserve a woman's health or save her life. According to the World Health Organization, every year in the world there are an estimated 40 to 50 million abortions. This corresponds to approximately 125,000 abortions per day. Around 45% of all abortions are unsafe, of which 97% take place in developing countries. So why does women resort to unsafe abortion? This is because in most countries abortions are illegal. Um, and unsafe abortion is the only way for other women to take the life of the fetus, and abortion and unsafe abortions will only put the health of the mother more at risk. So it should be in the I am a pro-abortion because if we are going to legalize abortion here in our country, we could listen the cases of unsafe abortions.
So, second negative speaker, Mr. Tom Jan, you have 1 minute to cross-examine her.
Didn't you think that the fetus you aborted will be successful than you, and you never give that fetus a chance to see the world?
There is no guarantee that the fetus will be successful or not in the future. The future of the unborn child will still depend on the mother's decision and her way of parenting. For instance, the mother is forced to conceive the baby even if it is against her will and she doesn't have the capacity to raise the unborn child. In this way, this will only put more burden to the mother and to the unborn fetus as well. And if a mother is incapacitated to raise a child, she will only make the condition worse for her and for the fetus.
Who decides if a being has a right to life?
A woman will decide if a mother will decide if he or she will raise the fetus, or she will let will let the fetus grow in her womb. A woman has the right to decide what she can and can't do with her body. The fetus can exist in outside a woman's body. A woman has
Why
the
is
right
it not
to
there?
decide whether the fetus remains in her body. Therefore, a pregnant woman has the right to abort the fetus.
Second negative speaker, you have 2 minutes to argue why should there not be justification for legalizing abortion in the Philippines.
When abortion is illegal, risk reduction strategies are needed to decrease maternal morbidity and mortality. We can reduce abortion related to morbidity and mortality, whether it is illegal or legal, if we can ensure the appropriate access to healthcare, including abortion services, education in sexuality, access to contraceptive, post-abortion care, and suitable interventions and liberalization of laws. The paper reviewed the Mexico City policy and the U.S. foreign aid strategies and highlighted the evidence-based analysis for policy reform. The liberalized abortion law can save pregnant women from abortion related to complications and death.
Second affirmative speaker, Miss Angeli Bungabong, you have 1 minute to cross-examine him.
So, what is the main reason why you are against the legalization of abortion?
Recently, there are many controversial topics in this world, and abortion is one of them. It was not a big problem before. However, recently the number of abortions increases rapidly. In some countries, abortion is legalized. Nevertheless, I strongly disagree with this idea. I believe that abortion should be illegal. First, everyone should have responsibility for their behavior. Some people think that abortion is an easy way to avoid having a baby. Therefore, they meet whenever they want, and after that, they notice a pregnancy, they'll go to the hospital. It sounds very easy. However, it sounds that they lack responsibility for their behavior to me. Abortion means to kill a new life and to endanger a woman's body. It seems that people who have an abortion easily think the fetus is just a thing. If they don't want to have a baby, there are ways to avoid having a baby before pregnancy. Therefore, to rely on just abortion means they don't have any responsibility. Second, as I mentioned before, abortion is dangerous for a woman's body. Recently, many people try to have an abortion, thus it causes misunderstanding. Abortion, abortion is not the easy way that people think. It's possible that a woman can't have a baby anymore because it hurts the woman's body. Besides, it's possible that women die because of it. Unfortunately, many people don't know the reality. From my point of view, it's because of the lack of education about abortion. The women who are pregnant don't know what abortion does to their body. Third, the baby, whether he or she is born or not, has the right to live. Who can say that the baby has no hope? It's possible that the baby can have a better life than ours. We don't have any right to kill a newborn baby. Moreover, I think only human beings do abortion. Humans are the only animals that kill their babies intentionally.
How do you prevent unintended pregnancies?
Unintended pregnancy is a pregnancy that is either unwanted, such as the pregnancy occurred when no children or no more children were desired, or the pregnancy is mistimed, such as the pregnancy occurred earlier than desired. The concept of unintended pregnancy helps in understanding the fertility of populations and the unmet need for contraception, also known as birth control and family planning. Most unintended pregnancies result from not using contraceptions or from not using it consistently or correctly. To help women, men, and couples prevent or achieve pregnancy, it is essential to understand their pregnancy intentions or reproductive life plan. A reproductive life plan may include personal goals about becoming pregnant, such as whether they want to have any or more children, and the desired timing and spacing of those children. A reproductive life plan may help identify reproductive health care needs that include contraceptive services, pregnancy testing, and counseling to help become pregnant or manage a pregnancy with prenatal and delivery care.
Thank you, speaker. So, abortion in the Philippines are fundamentalist nature. Fundamentalist, I mean zooming into the fetus as the focal point of every argument. But while we endlessly argue about this chicken and egg issue of a fetus as life and whether we consider a fetus as a human being, we sometimes fail to see that there is also a woman at the heart of the issue. So sometimes it's tempting to make it a debate between what's more important, a woman's right to her body or a fetus has a right to have a chance to live. But there's a panoramic view of the issue at hand that needs comprehensive and critical understanding. Being given a free hand to choice for oneself should not need to reckless choices in life is where the rule of family values morality and everything to be prescribed in a puppet come to guide us and not to impose. And that's it for our debate. Thank you for listening.